What do you think? Hapo kwa comment section.
Smart cities will pullulate with sensors, all joined together by the Internet of Things. And the urban environment is as antiseptic as a Zurich pharmacy. But this technology could also be used to keep every citizen under round-the-clock surveillance. A future Alexa will pretend to take orders, but this Alexa will be watching you, clucking her tongue and stamping her foot. In future, voice connectivity will be in every room and almost every object. Your mattress will monitor your nightmares, your fridge will beep for more cheese, your front door will sweep wide the moment you approach like some silent butler. Your smart meter will go hustling of its own accord for the cheapest electricity, and every one of them minutely transcribing your every habit in tiny electronic shorthand, stored not in their chips or in their innards, nowhere you can find it, but in some great cloud of data that lowers ever more oppressively over the human race. AI. What will it mean? Helpful robots washing and caring for an aging population, or pink-eyed terminators sent back from the future to cull the human race?
Cannot imagine in the coming world there will be no privacy, smart homes, everything itakuwa na AI. Imagine hata ukinyonga hakuna chance hapo hivi ya kujificha, kila kitu inakuona. Bulb hata hapo hivi kaufa. Wow. Wase hata itabidi watu waende kwa vichaka.
Thank you all very much. The next president is going to be confronted with an unforeseen challenge. That's almost certain. It could be a pandemic, a major natural disaster, or an attack on our country. The question for South Carolinians and Americans is...
And then, so he swore...
When Bush and 2016, hizi vitu walikuwa wanajua.
Swore in 11:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is a violation of the 20th Amendment of the Constitution, which specifically says the president's term is to end at noon and its successor shall then begin. That was 11:47 a.m. You'll see that in the video and certain clips.
Just to reiterate, if you go back, if you remember, he was sworn in before noon. We didn't make it up. We didn't change the time. If you go back, do a little bit of your own research, find some of those videos, see what time. Ask people. He was sworn in before noon, which means it's illegitimate.
Joseph Robinette Biden will be the 46th President of the United States. He was congratulated as Mr. President. He will officially become President in about 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes at noon.
We didn't just make up the rule. If you want to do some reading, that means there was 2 presidents at the same time, right? Please continue, sir.
And there's also 2 different sets of soldiers. So when you look at the soldiers around Biden that day, there's not one single uniform that's regulation uniform. And I always hold up my buddy's memorial here. You know, the uniform, we serve in a uniform, we die in a uniform. The ultimate sacrifice is to die in it. So that's why we treasure the uniform and we hold it sacred. So the military law, same guy, he served on the same military law. So military law and regulations and orders are sacred to us because the ultimate sacrifice is to die in it. Not a single uniform around Biden that day was regulation uniform. Now, the motorcade, where people saw the motorcade ride down, those soldiers were real. Not a single one saluted that motorcade because he's not legitimate president, he's not commander-in-chief. There's 2 things rather that a soldier will always do. We'll always salute the president because that's in our oath. I will obey the orders of the president and officers appointed over me. We'll always salute the president. We'll always salute a moving flag. That did not happen. I didn't make that up. Those are military bearings. Those are military orders. Those are military regulations. Those are also branch regulations. So, you know, once again, the uniform is very sacred. Then you move forward. You go to the grave of the unknown soldier, which we hold very sacred. I actually have a relative that got killed in Vietnam, and for a while he was considered missing in action. We didn't think he was actually going to get a proper burial. So the unknown soldier is for that very reason, for the soldiers that did not get proper burials. So very sacred. You move to the unknown soldier. If you go back once again and look at all the other, you know, I don't put quotes around it, but you look under all the other presidents, Bush Sr., Clinton, Bush Jr., Obama, President Trump's first. then you'll see, once again, they touch the wreath back. It's a sacred thing they do with the wreath. All right, so when you look at that, you'll see soldiers around.
Brothers and sisters in America, how true is this video? To me, it sounds really like some conspiracy things, some conspiracy shit. Tell us. We don't know more.
Around him, if you look at the C-SPAN, it's 9 hours and 25 minutes long, but fast forward to it, you'll see soldiers that don't have a PC cap on, a patrol cap. All right, that's a non-violation. I mean, it is a violation. It's a non-regulation uniform. That's a no-no. Like, I mean, every little thing in the military counts. When you see soldiers with PC caps on and there's one there without one, it's done on purpose, first off. It's also dissacred to our uniform. And then the three-piece volley.
Go for it.
This is probably the most monumental thing that I saw the whole day. I punched my dad's refrigerator when I saw it because I got so fired up. But for artillery guys, three-piece volley. Like, once again, I'm not an artillery guy by trade, but I know what they look like. So it's called a three-volley salute. It's not to be confused with a 21-gun salute. And you'll read that when you see this article here. But three-volley salute, 3 pieces of artillery, 2 for fire and 1 for misfire. All right, so that's what Joe Biden received. And so what you were witnessing, on January 20th, 2021, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. received a full-grade military funeral service.
Here it is. Here's, right? And so what we're going to show factually at Joint Andrews when President Trump flew out, right, the difference in that video, we're going to show that he got...
Well, I call it constitutional bylaw and full-grade military regulation inauguration service or ceremony. That's what President Trump received.
So just to recap, folks,
and Joe Biden
got a funeral service
What?
and Trump got a 21-gun salute. Makes you wonder what's really going on, right? According to Derek Johnson, Trump is the commander-in-chief. He stepped up to commander-in-chief and Biden is just a fake president. Anyways, let me know what you think.
It's hard to believe, but you can say what you think hapo kwa comment section. Keep it tuned. Like,
But he looks better, you understand?
I understand.
And you have to realize that there's more than one Obama.
Okay.
They're clones.
All right. Well, it would take a lot
No,
to
and you have
do
to,
a lot of that.
No, and you think I'm kidding you. I'm serious.
Okay.
You when you see the clone can sing and dance. Yeah. The
You say the other one don't have
the
no
real
rhythm?
Obama, he can't sing or he can't dance. No, it's true. And whenever you see his wife with the clone, she is like on a bad date. She's very standoff. Her inner kids.
She doesn't like them.
But the real Obama, they're always hugging him and close to him, kissing him, brushing the dandruffs off, because he has dandruffs. He really does. That's why I did that commercial for whatever that shampoo was. No, but seriously.
You know you need help.
No, but it's true. No. But you think I'm kidding. Watch them, okay? Even the little dog, the real Obama, the little dog's all up in their face. But the
I should
clone,
not be laughing at our
the
president.
clone, the little dog is barking at the clone all the time.
Obama is from Kenya and Kenyans can sing and dance. What he's saying inaweza kuwa ni machocha bado, lakini ataendelea kuelewa.
Okay, that was extremely demonic. That entity on the screen, its name is Lilith. Lilith is recorded in the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 14, and they refer to Lilith as a she. Okay, it's a real thing. Lilith it's a spiritual spouse. Lilith is a night demon. Now, you saw how that entity went like this. People are receiving an impartation of demons. Those people have open doors, living in sexual immorality, high off drugs, drunk off alcohol, and they're receiving demons. This, I guess, is not a rave. This is satanic and it's demonic, and it's an easy way for demons to be imparted. And they're glorifying that demon. They're praising that demon. This is demonic. We're in the last days. Man, be careful. Guard your eye gates.
Hoping people wake up enough to at least slow it down. Because these people are pushing in a very obvious and very specific direction. They want digital currency, centralized digital currency that they control. And they want to get everybody on a social credit score system. They're probably connected to some sort of a vaccine app. or if you want to travel around, all they would need is another pandemic to try to push that shit through. And they're already talking about that. It's very spooky. Because when you look into the history of this lab and them funding it and this getting out and the way they responded to it, the whole thing is so scary because it was effective. It was effective and very, very financially effective. I mean, they made a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And if they could do something similar again and then clamp down more on people, that's what scares me. This talk of centralized digital currency, that's what they have in China. If you fuck up in China and you get a bad social credit score because you tweeted something they didn't like, now you can't buy a plane ticket. Now you can't buy a car.
Yeah.
Now you can't get a loan. Now you can't do something. You step the fucking line, and people self-censor because they don't want to be a part of that. Now they got you. Sure, we know that the government was involved in silencing different voices. You know, they stopped that Hunter Biden laptop story from getting out before the election. It's so obviously dirty shit.
We're just playing.
That was Joe Rogan, and tumesikiza vitu anasema hapo hivi. Might be true kulingana na venye mi nimemwonaona na najua.
With Melanie
Tuone baba ya mtu hapa.
Sporty Spice, and I was thinking maybe we should wake her up and see if she'll play the piano for us. Would you like that? Come with me. Melanie, it's Stephanie. Will you wake up for our friends and practice your piano? Hi, Stephanie. I love playing piano. Thank you. That's a great idea.
Huo ni baba ya
Okay,
mtu,
let's
yani
go
somebody's
downstairs
father.
and try.
Anafanya hizi vitu, ana-identify as a 6-year-old transgender girl. So saddening hapo hivi.
Nice and relaxing, eh? And Makoto's enjoying it. Hey, Makoto. Hi. See Makoto at the window? Hi, Makoto. So that's what we do in our playtime. We just let Melanie play her piano, and we just play along, hopes that everybody's happy. Thanks for watching.
In my country, if you try that as a baba ya mtu, yani somebody's father, kinaweza kuramba, inaweza kuwa ni noma sana kwako, yani it can be tough for you. You can be manhandled properly until you become a real father. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Welcome to our family, Happiness Headquarters, home of smiles and weird, queer TikTok conspiracy theories. Yeah, keep it tuned. Oh, yo.